Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Global Times USA. Please subscribe and like my videos today. We are diving deep into one of the boldest and most surprising developments in the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. An event that has shocked the world and reshaped modern warfare. 93 drones striking Moscow in a single night. This wasn't just another attack. It was a message, a demonstration of capability, precision, and audacity. It was the night when the skies over Moscow were filled with small humming machines carrying more than explosives. They carried symbolism, defiance, and a declaration that no place, even the heart of power, was untouchable. This script will take you through everything you need to understand the magnitude of that night. We will explore the technology, the tactics, the deeper meaning, and what it tells us about the future of modern conflict. The exterior of these drones is deceptively simple. When you first look at them, they appear minimal, small, streamlined, with a purpose built for function, not beauty. Their sleek outlines absorb radar, their compact frames glide quietly through the air. They are shaped by necessity and crafted by strategy. No wings too wide, no edges too sharp, no colors too bright. Everything serves the goal of invisibility. These drones are the product of evolution through pressure, an arms race between innovation and defense systems. Each curve, each angle exists to minimize the chance of detection. The material used is lightweight composite, maybe carbon fiber, reinforced plastic, or other radar-absorbing polymers. Everything is matte, dark gray or black, designed to merge with the night sky. Even their propulsion systems are muffled so that the sound they make is no louder than the distant hum of the wind above the rooftops of Moscow. On that night, they didn't arrive as a fleet of warplanes. They arrived as whispers. The exterior design of each unit hides complex internals that make this technology so formidable. Inside the body of the drone lies the heart of its intelligence. The interior is compact, yet packed with sophistication. Every centimeter is used. Nothing wasted. At the core sits the power source. Lithium polymer batteries, carefully balanced for weight distribution, surrounded by insulated wiring and cooling layers that prevent overheating. The central processing board is not much larger than a human hand, yet it carries the logic of an entire mission. It reads data from sensors, calculates navigation, corrects for wind speed, adjusts altitude, and synchronizes movements with other drones. In the swarm, it is like a brain operating at lightning speed, without emotion, without hesitation. Around this brain sit the nerves and muscles of the drone, the guidance systems, the gyroscopes, the accelerometers, the GPS receivers, and the communication transceivers. Everything connects through redundant circuits, ensuring that even if one system fails, another takes over. This redundancy is what makes the drones resilient. They can lose signal, they can be jammed, but they don't panic. They continue moving according to the preloaded path. Some may switch to autonomous mode if cut off from command. Others might adjust based on what nearby drones are doing. Each one is a node in a larger organism, and that is what makes the swarm so powerful. Together, they are not 93 separate machines. They are one coordinated system of intent, each drone carrying a specific task, each contributing to the whole. Some carry explosives, others act as decoys, some jam radar signals, while others record data. Their interiors differ slightly depending on role, but all share the same underlying architecture: power control, navigation, and payload, working in harmony in the darkness above the city. Their performance that night was unlike anything seen before in the conflict. The range of these drones is measured not only in kilometers but in adaptability. They can travel long distances, hugging the terrain, flying low under radar coverage, avoiding detection. They are capable of changing altitude and course mid-flight. To respond to interference, they operate quietly at speeds that make interception difficult. They can loiter above a target, waiting for the right moment, or dive down in precision strikes. Their engines, optimized for endurance, allow them to travel hundreds of kilometers without human input. The coordination required to launch 93 at once is staggering. It implies a command structure and logistical sophistication few thought Ukraine had achieved. Yet here it was in action. Every drone launched from hidden sites, possibly across different regions, but following synchronized timing signals to converge over Moscow within the same window of time. This is swarm warfare at its most evolved, a living demonstration of distributed intelligence. While Russia has relied heavily on large manned aircraft, missiles, and traditional systems, Ukraine has leaned into flexibility, agility, and numbers. This night proved that the future of warfare might not belong to the biggest weapons, but to the smartest. The performance metrics of these drones extend beyond speed and range. They are defined by success rates, by how many reach their targets, how many confused enemy radar, how many force the activation of costly defense systems even if not every drone hit a physical target. The operation as a whole can still be considered a success by stretching the enemy's defense thin, by forcing radar systems to light up, by consuming interceptor missiles and fuel for anti-air batteries. This is attrition through technology, and it is effective safety features in a system designed for war. Might sound ironic, but they are essential in ensuring control and preventing chaos. Every drone has safety mechanisms built to avoid unintended explosions, to prevent accidents that could harm civilians or waste assets. Arming circuits require specific conditions to activate altitude sensors. Geofencing protocols and orientation triggers make sure the warhead arms only in the intended area. If the drone malfunctions, it can disable itself, or crash harmlessly. Its data storage can wipe automatically, preventing capture and reverse engineering of sensitive software. These features reflect a mindset of control even in aggression. Precision and chaos drones can also be programmed to abort missions if they lose guidance or if parameters change significantly, ensuring that rogue behavior does not lead to diplomatic disasters or collateral harm inside each drone. The fail-safe is like a moral code hardwired into its silicon. The uniqueness of the event cannot be overstated. This was not the first time drones struck Russian territory, but never at this scale, never with this coordination, and never this deep into the symbolic heart of the nation. Moscow has long stood as the ultimate fortress, far from the front lines, protected by layers of air defense. But that night, the unthinkable happened. The capital was vulnerable, and the world noticed. What made this attack different was not just the number of drones, but the message it sent. Ukraine showed that reach is no longer measured by geography alone. It is measured by will and by innovation. This was a night that blurred the line between technology demonstration and psychological warfare to Russia. It was a wake-up call to the world. It was proof that the balance of power is shifting. No longer do nations need massive fleets or advanced fighter jets to challenge great powers. They need intelligence, software, and determination. Ukraine's use of drones has become the signature of a new kind of resistance. Small, inexpensive machines carrying big strategic value. The unique selling points of these systems are versatility, scalability, and cost-effectiveness. Compared to traditional weapons, a drone can be built for a fraction of the price it takes to produce a missile or maintain a jet. And when launched in large numbers, they can overwhelm the most advanced defenses. This cost asymmetry is what makes drone warfare so powerful. The loss of a few drones means little compared to the economic and psychological damage inflicted on the opponent. The modularity of design allows rapid production. New versions can be built, tweaked, and tested in days instead of months or years. And because the technology draws from commercial components, innovation moves faster than traditional military procurement cycles. Ukraine has effectively turned necessity into invention. Every setback becomes an opportunity to adapt, to improve, to evolve. This agility is the core of their strategy. It is also why even large powers find it hard to counter such tactics. The estimated cost of this specific operation is difficult to pinpoint, but analysts suggest that each drone might cost anywhere between $20,000 and $100,000 depending on sophistication. Multiply that by 93, and you have an operation worth several $1,000,000, still a small fraction, compared to the billions that traditional warfare consumes, and the psychological price paid by the defender is immeasurable for Russia. The strike forced a re-evaluation of its defensive network. Every radar, every interceptor system had to be recalibrated. Commanders had to explain how so many drones penetrated airspace previously believed secure. The cost of response, the sleepless nights, the political tension. These are intangible, yet heavy costs. War is not just fought with bullets, but with perception. The value of an operation like this lies as much in the message as in the material impact. The conclusion that emerges from this event is clear. We are witnessing the future of warfare unfolding in real time, a future where size and might are outpaced by adaptability and intelligence. The night of 93 drones showed that small can be powerful and precision can replace brute force. It also exposed the fragility of modern defense networks built for another era, systems that can intercept a few missiles but struggle when faced with swarms of autonomous agents. It forced everyone. Watch.